Okay, so now we can't open a box twice, which is what we want, right? Yep. Now we have two open. We want to check for a match. Welcome back to Arcade. I am Super Tommy, and this is a series on creating a memory match game like you may have seen in Mario Party for the Nintendo 64, and maybe even other Mario Parties since then. But the basic premise is let's refresh this, we have this 3x3 grid of 9 boxes, and we can select a box to reveal what's inside of it. And just like any memory game, when you select two that are the same, they should match and then stay there. So now we left off in part 3 by being able to select the box but not determining match. And you'll see here that the depth ordering is not so correct. It's correct for depth sorting, but we don't actually want these selected animals that come up to be depth sorted. So let's first get rid of our depth sorting for these animals that come up out of the box. So in our open box method, we have here, let's use the data manager on each game object. We're going to go set data, and we're going to see, just say sorted. I should do this. Sorted, should sort. Sorted true, let's say. And then item dot set depth. We'll see if this makes any sense. So let's just pick something bigger, like 2000, so that it's going to be on top of everything. And then if sorted, we're not going to sort. It's basically what's happening here. So child, and this is where we do the set depth for each child. Now you could alternatively also check that an item is in a group, I think. Let me just see. Item dot contains does. Now what I don't know is the time complexity of this particular contains method, but that's like that is another way to do it. I don't know if it looks at the entire list or not, although we don't have a very big list. Either way, let's just use this get data sorted. So if sorted, so normally it won't have it, that'll be false. So if true, we're just going to not sort. Save. So let's see now. This should come up on top, and it does. Always on top. Yep. Brilliant. Let's do another one. Okay. So now we need to get rid of that green. So here we set the box undefined, but we are certainly doing that here. Let's say make a new function called let's not do that yet. Let's not add optimization without potentially needing it. So just to set frame back to 10. Okay, good. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Now we shouldn't be able to select this box again. So here what we're going to do is, oh no, we don't want to be able to select the box if it's matched. Actually, if it's opened. So let's come here. So item.setData opened. So opened is true when we're here. And if we go here in our handle player box collect where we're actually setting active box, so if that's true, don't do anything. But also, if box.getData, so if it is opened, it's currently opened, also do not set it as the active box. And okay, so if there is a match, we will leave it open. If there's no match, we will delete this open key. So let's come here. Good. Right, we can't. Nope, still can't. Oh, picking it again. Let's see, opened, true. if get box get data opened, return. Let's see, why is that? Okay. Huh. Let's see, what did we do wrong here? Spelling error? No. Box that get data opened, return. Let's see. Const opened that, if opened, return console.log opened. Let's see what do we have here. Undefined. Oh, put it on the item. No, we meant to put it on the box. You're gonna box, just put that here, right? So we have this box that is given in that we're opening. Okay. There you go. Okay. That's better. That's what we want. Okay, so now we can't open a box twice, which is what we want. Right? Yep. Now we have two open. We want to check for a match. So we want to check for that match after our tween has happened. So actually, let's put this up here. The tween. I should be ordered that. Just let's put it back. I was just thinking because we're going to have this incomplete, that it may make more sense to put them in some sort of order, but they're kind of related here. Anyway, this code will of course execute after this happens. Since this onComplete callback is asynchronous, it'll happen later. Okay, so we're going to want to know if there are two boxes opened. So we can't just check the items group because there could be two already open and there'll be like 4 items in there, and that's not quite right. So let's add an array. We're going to call these, let's say, selected boxes. Selected boxes. And it's going to be an array of boxes. Yep. Well, it's good. Let's make it both the box and the item. So box will be a phaser.physics.arcade.sprite, and then item is going to be a phaser.gameobjects.sprite. And it's going to be an array, select boxes. So let's just make it so, an array. So when we open a box, we are going to, this.selected boxes, we're going to push the box and the item as an object onto this array. And then when our tween, that tween that brings the character, the item out of the box, we're going to check if this.selected boxes.length is, if it's not 2, if it's like less than 2, so there's 1, basically 1, it can't be none. We're not going to check for a match. But if there is 2, we're going to check for a match. And let's go down here. This is, what method is this? This is the open box method. Let's make another one called check for match. And this dot check for match, we can even pass in selected box, but let's not do that. But we'll just assume a selected box is in here, at least for now. We may change that later. So now we know that there's 2 items. So let's say second. So we're going to do selected box.pop, and then first is this.selectbox.pop. So now our selected box will be back to 0 since we popped them off and in reverse order that it came in, or as a stack basically. So that the second one will be, so this will be first, and then this will be second. And so what we're going to do is check that first dot, so it has 2 things. It has a box and an item, dot item dot texture is the same as the second dot item dot texture. So in this specific case, we know that if there is two chickens that have the same chicken texture. So actually, if it's not, we're going to turn here. Although we will want to note no match and then shrink them both. So let's do that. So this dot tweens dot add, and we're going to do targets. So we could pass in multiple targets. So we're just going to be first dot item, second dot item. And we're going to do a reverse effectively. So we're going to go with y, which is going to be plus equals 50 since we did minus equals 50. Alpha goes to 0 and scale goes to 0. And then with duration, let's make it a little bit shorter. Then that's good. Okay. Now, if they do match, this is where basically it's going to be similar, but when they do match, we are going to, so first dot box dot set frame, so we're going to set it to blue, right? It's already selected, so 10, 9, 8. So let's make the frame 8, and then second dot box dot set frame will be 8. So now they'll be selected. They're going to both stay open, can't be selected again. Yes, here what we're going to want to do is first dot box dot set data. Is there remove data? Remove, delete data. Okay, set data, opened false, and second dot box dot set data opened false. Now that I think about it, we should probably put it in the onComplete here. Because technically not closed until this tween is over. Right? Okay, cool. So there's that. Change those to blue. That means they're selected. Let's see, is there an active box? Nope, that will be pre-done. Let's just save. So we have that. So these don't match. So, okay, that happened probably too fast. So let's actually add I think we can do a delay on here. Delay. So let's delay that by 1 second. No match, goes away. So let's see, where's the penguin? The penguin, this guy? Penguin, match. Okay, that match happened too fast. Let's do this. Time dot delayed call, and let's just say another 1 second just to make it look like it's checking. And then we're going to set those boxes. I'm missing. That, great. Now I can't pick it again, right? Nope, because the opened property on the game object on the box is still set to true, so we can't pick it again. Now when we pick the bear, something should happen, which nothing does. So now if you do something else, it'll try to match them. And so that's not quite right. So in the next part, we're going to handle what happens when you pick the bear, namely that it's going to stop you from moving for about 1 second.